Here again with another Lucifer Season 5 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you are caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case, you found out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you out there that are wondering, this is indeed my first time watching the show Lucifer. So join me in the comment section and let's discuss the episode and the season along with the legendary Crazy Coffee Man, who is the foremost Lucifer expert that I know, as well as a big fan of Dexter and the show Breaking Bad. So with all that said, this will be Lucifer Season 5, Episode 13. The title of this episode is called A Little Harmless Stalking. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. So Linda is talking to Maze while driving. Maze is talking to her about growing a soul. Linda is following someone and pulls out a gun. What is Linda up to? Amenadiel tells Lucifer we need to discuss Father. And Lucifer tells Amenadiel he can replace God. And Amenadiel says being God is a big job. He tells Lucifer that Linda has helped him be more mindful. Now Chloe is at Lux. We need to talk about us. She tells Lucifer. She says that she can't wait. She needs to know one way or another if we're together. And Lucifer says, yes, let's just be together. And Ella calls Lucifer and Chloe the couple that cried relationship. Okay, fine, I have to know, are you guys together or not? And Chloe says, we are. And Lucifer says, definitely together. And Ella says, well, it's about God, it's about damn time. Dan says, guys, you're going to want to brace yourselves for this one. The Vic is Arthur Sterling, gunshot wound to the chest. But the big thing is that Linda Martin is at the scene and is confessing to the murder of Arthur Sterling. Doctor, what is it that you desire? And Linda says that she wants to protect her child. Chloe has to arrest Dr. Linda Martin for the murder as she's confessing to it. And Maze wants to know what's going on here. You actually don't believe that Linda killed someone? And Linda tells Maze it was a crime of impulse. Linda tells Chloe that she's been stalking her biological daughter. And oh boy, so we have a close-up of Linda. And then on the credits toward the bottom left, you see guest starring Inbar Lavi. I'm not exactly sure if I pronounced that right. Probably not. But that, of course, is the actress that plays Eve on this show. Obviously, I knew Eve was coming back in the season. I just didn't know what episode it was, or I didn't remember what episode it was. So that would have been something they probably should have saved to the end in the credits when they say guest starring that actress. But it's about damn time that Eve returns to the show. But anyway, Linda's been keeping an eye on her daughter secretly. Linda, you need to tell us exactly what happened last night. So Linda was tailing Adriana. She followed her home, and when she got there, the body was there. She was, trying to essentially protect Adriana. And Adriana is at the station or the precinct now, and she confesses to killing Mr. Sterling. It was supposed to be a simple robbery. No one was supposed to get hurt. She shot him and got rid of all the stolen items. Chloe tells Adriana they're going to need a written statement. And Linda says something feels wrong. She didn't do it. Lucifer asks Linda any thoughts on how splendid it is that him and Chloe are together. And Linda says the scary guy is a lead. Well, there you have it. First name Scary, last name Guy. Let's go pick him up, detective. Linda has memorized Scary Guy's license plate, and Maze goes to check out the place. Maze gets shot with a beanbag round. You're not Clive. I recognize those eyes. Well, I recognize those eyes. Our mystery person that's a ninja that is going at Maze. They have a fight, of course, and then Maze gets the upper hand and pulls off her ski mask, and of course, it's Eve. Yes, Eve is back. And Maze, funny seeing you here. And Eve wanted to impress Maze with her ninja moves. Eve tried a bunch of stuff and it didn't work out. So when she went back to when she was most happiest. For her to be happy, she had to become a bounty hunter. And Maze says good luck with that. Maze says she works alone. And then they agree to terms, 80% for Maze and 20% for Eve. And then there's an expensive piece of art in such a crappy house. Adriana's boyfriend, Owen, talks to Chloe. She didn't do it, detective. That's what Owen says. And right away, because he wasn't featured long, but the fact that he was featured, I knew Owen was the killer. I don't know how, but I just knew. Do you have any proof that she was innocent? And he says that Adriana was having money problems, and he recommends them talking to Jamie. Amenadiel tells Dan he thinks he's going to become God. Enough about me. How are you, Dan? Have you recovered from Lucifer's prank yet? And Dan says that you're a big picture guy. You're perfect for this. Sky's the limit. Except not. Hey, congratulations, man. I'm happy for you. And then Chloe tells Linda, who came along for the ride, you can't be there when they interview the suspect. And then Chloe tells Lucifer to stay with Linda to keep her company. And Linda spots the van when Chloe leaves. She saw. So Lucifer decides they can check it out, following only Lucifer's lead. Chloe talks to Jamie. Lucifer and Linda come in pretending to be a couple. They get Jamie's attention. Jamie loves art because it's so subjective. And Lucifer agrees to buy the happy couple painting. Lucifer ends up giving this painting to Chloe. Ella Lopez has been babysitting Charlie. So she's like a forensic by day and a babysitter at night. Now, how old is Ella? She's probably late 20s, early 30s, and she's babysitting. People that age don't babysit. Not usually. Anyway, Amenadiel asks Ella if there's anything that she would change about God. And Ella says no. She also says that she has a lot of darkness. The big guy knows. And Amenadiel tells Ella to put some of her faith she has into herself. Thanks, Amenadiel. I'm going to try. Eve and Maze go to a shady warehouse while they're watching the warehouse from above. I saw you fight back there. Why are you here, Eve? Eve kind of left some stuff out when she was most happiest. She was happy because she was with Maze, she tells Maze. And then Maze tells Eve that she broke her heart. Eve didn't mean to hurt her, but she's here now, she says. Oh, someone's here. Eve and Maze go inside the warehouse. They're attacked by Clive. Maze throws Eve's concussion grenade at Clive, and she's able to take care of him. I don't know if she killed him or she just knocked him out. I can't remember, and I didn't go back to it. But anyway, during this, Eve is actually hurt really bad, and Maze carries her away. Lucifer tells Linda that Eve's in surgery. So there should have been another scene letting Lucifer know that Eve is back, in my opinion. But, whatever. They don't listen to me. I mean, I'm new to the show anyway. But Lucifer tells Linda Maze found the murder weapon at the warehouse, and it had Adriana's fingerprints on it. Linda yells at Lucifer that for once she wanted him to care about her. She calls him selfish and self-absorbed. And turns out that Lucifer and Chloe had a chat, and they're going to talk to Adriana again. So, so Lucifer wasn't being in for himself. He was actually doing stuff to help Linda. Adriana desires to protect her mother, she says. Clive didn't kill Sterling as he was at a strip club. Control freak Miss Lopez for the win. She figures out that Adriana was framed. There was her fingerprint was put on there by tape. And Linda, Chloe's like, I think I know where Linda is. Or, yeah, that's what she said. And then we see that Linda is pointing a gun at Owen. I was right. I don't really know how I was right with this one because there wasn't a lot of clues, but I was right. there wasn't a lot of people talked about. Jamie was the obvious person, but you didn't really get a lot from her. You had Clive. I think he probably was killed by Maze. Maybe not. I don't know for sure, but he was way too obvious. And then you have Owen that was featured for like 30 seconds and then like nothing else from him. And it just made sense to me. But she tells him to turn himself in. Linda knows that Owen killed Mr. Sterling. Chloe's there to arrest Owen. Lucifer tells Linda, "You did it, Doctor. You saved your daughter." Adriana sees Linda, and she's like, "You look familiar." And Linda tells Adriana, "I'm glad you're okay." She's like, "Oh, I know you from the real estate stuff." And Lucifer asks Linda why she didn't tell Adriana that she's her mom, and it's just not the right time. And Linda recommends that Lucifer become a therapist for some things he said. Series finale spoiler, perhaps? I know a little bit about the series finale of Lucifer. I don't know every details, but I know some things that happen. So Maze goes to visit Eve in the hospital. "Back there when you got shot, I hated that. Wasn't great for me either," Eve says. Maze, are you saying what I think you're saying? I want to be with you too, Eve. And then Maze and Eve kiss. And personally, honestly, I'd rather have Eve with Lucifer. I know Chloe and Lucifer are like the couple, but Chloe kind of annoys me at some points, but it is what it is. And then Maze actually gives Eve her mom's ring that she got from Lucifer. Maze guesses she has grown a soul now. Eve doesn't want to live forever, though. "We have to embrace being scared," Eve says to Maze. And Maze can't. "I'm sorry." And then Maze leaves Eve's room. Linda's playing with Charlie, and there's a knock at the door. It's Adriana. "Linda, right? Hi. The police weren't helping you. You were helping them with my case, weren't you? And I wanted to say thank you." "No big deal. Would you like to come in?" Linda asks Adriana. And Adriana comes into Linda's place, and there was an anonymous donation to where her not her real mom, but the one that raised her mom is being treated. And then Linda's like, "That's wonderful. And there's something that I want to tell you." And then Adriana's like, "You're my mom, aren't you? How did you know?" And Linda thought that she wanted her to come to me for that information. Well, here you are. And the reason why she knew like all the characteristics, like running into her multiple times, she looks like her, and it just made a lot of sense. But you have a baby, and then Linda's like, "Would you like to meet him?" And then Adriana holds Charlie. "Hey, Charlie, I'm your sister. Well, half sister technically." Amenadiel's having doubts about taking Father's place, and Amenadiel loves learning amongst humans now. He doesn't want any of that to change. Lucifer suggests that he can be the new god. "I'm going to be God," and that's what ends this episode of Lucifer. So another really good episode of Lucifer, a little bit longer, just a tad longer than most episodes. I'm going to score this one a 9.4 out of 10, and a lot of characters did a lot of good things in this episode. I'm going to give the female character of the episode to Linda, hands down. Male character, Lucifer, but you had good performances from Adriana. Why can I not say that? Adriana, Chloe, Eve, Maze, Amenadiel, and a little bit Ella Lopez. Dan was like the only character in this episode that really didn't have a significance and really didn't do much. So I liked it. I was highly entertained during this one. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please consider Hulk smashing the like button, and know that I cover a lot of stuff on my channel. So if there's anything else that you're interested or you want to know what I cover, just go to my playlist. I cover The Walking Dead. I cover Breaking Bad. I cover Dexter. I cover UFC live fight reactions. So I do a lot of stuff on the channel. not just Lucifer stuff. Share this video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on this episode and season of Lucifer. What would you score the episode? Who would be your male? Who would be your female character of the episode? If you want to just do one, that's 5. Make sure you talk to me and the man, the myth, the legend, the legendary Crazy Coffee Man. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. Subscribe to the channel. You are watching the video anyway. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know what you're going to see on JDev TV.